Allegations of mismanagement, high absenteeism, and a hefty salary for the superintendent have brought a lot of attention to the Western Heights School District. The state school board take control of that small district in the Oklahoma City area.
And a district judge has ruled the takeover is legal. Augusta McConnell has been looking into the situation for months for this Oklahoma's own original investigation.
The state takeover comes after years of relentless digging and pushing by parents who tell me if you don't pay attention, this could happen to your school too.
You are wasting our money. Resign now. You're a disgrace.
All this hard work to get to that point to where finally somebody said, we hear you and we're going to try to help you. It was just the most amazing feeling.
Amy Boone is a mom who about 2 years ago realized something wasn't right at her child's school. In July of 2019, Superintendent Mannix Barnes was hired and paid one of the highest superintendent salaries in Oklahoma, a $220,000 base salary, 80 days of paid leave per year plus other perks. That's at least twice the salary of the previous superintendent, Joe Kitchens. Barnes had no previous experience in education and became alternatively certified in the months before the superintendent's position opened up. Boone says this was a red flag. She and other parents uncovered a long and mutually beneficial relationship between Barnes and school board president Robert Everman. The two worked together and for each other, served together on several boards and organizations, and were linked politically. According to attorneys with the State Department of Education, after Barnes's appointment, teachers quit in droves. The district had one of the highest rates of absenteeism in the state. There was financial mismanagement of bond money, and Western Heights was the only district statewide that had no in-person option for the 2020-21 school year.
The most important thing that seems to have been forgotten about is these kids.
Parents, staff, and community members hit the streets, gathering 1,000 signatures for a citizen's petition, asking the state auditor to investigate and report findings to the state board. In April, the state board voted unanimously to put the Western Heights School District on probation, a move community members hoped would bring a swift end to problems at the school. Instead, a week later, attorneys representing Western Heights sued the State Board of Ed. And in June, the Western Heights Board voted to continue Barnes' employment in their expected annual review. The new contract had slight changes, including one critical word. Per the terms of the previous contract, if Barnes was fired, he would receive a severance pay of 1 year's base salary or for the rest of the contract, whichever is less. In the new contract, the agreement reads, whichever is more, meaning if Barnes was terminated, he would be paid out nearly $700,000. The state board suspended Barnes' education credential 2 days later on an emergency basis.
Western Heights challenges whether or not Ms. Hoffmeister or the State Board of Education has the authority.
A contentious and expensive legal battle ensued over the course of the summer and threatened the opening of the school this fall. But parents prevailed in August, a district attorney affirming the state's authority, and law enforcement escorted state officials onto campus.
When people just run unchecked and there's no accountability and there's no repercussions, people just get comfortable and do what they want.
In Oklahoma, there's no way to recall a school board member. In April of 2019, just 67 people voted in the school board election.
I mean, school boards and administrations need to take note.
In April of 2021, over 500 people voted in an election where community-backed board member Brianna Flatley won. After years of work, the community says they're retaking their school one seat at a time.
What these kids have lost over the last year, they can't get that back. It's time for us to, kind of embrace them and say, you know what, you guys, you matter. And all the stuff that we did it for you.